Hello everybody. For today's mini pet guide, I'm going to be doing something that everybody's been asking me to do. A lot of people have been asking me about the Argent Crusade pets, and so what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to explain as best as I can as what you do to get them, and I'm going to show you each one. So as you can see, we are at none other than the Argent Crusade tournament grounds, and that's basically going to be right up above Ice Crown. And so we go to the upper right of the map here, and you can see right over here where the Argent Tournament Grounds are. And so basically, here's what this whole thing consists of. Argent Tournament Grounds are all about you coming in here, talking to your faction, and they'll give you some daily quests to complete to earn marks, and you keep doing these for your factions and getting all revered, and then once you get up high enough, you can spend these marks at the vendors, and basically each race has its own mini pet to represent it in the Argent Crusade tournament grounds. And so these challenges, while I don't have them started myself, but I do have the mini pets, and this is to say that yes, you can buy these off the auction house. However, unless you're on a really popular server like Illidan or something, not a lot of people farm these anymore, and so they are a bit more expensive now in the auction house than they were at the height of their prime when Wrath of the Lich King first came out. But it's not to say you can't buy them; they are there. And you can go to Booty Bay and sell them, so yes, it is possible to also have the Alliance versions. So anyway, thankfully I do have them all in my collection, and I will show you each one. And just to give you a quick rundown about the daily quests, basically they have you get on a horse and do some jousting, target practice, things of that nature, stuff you'd expect at any kind of medieval joust-style feeling. So I'll start off with the first pet. Naturally, of course, since I'm playing as a Blood Elf, I will show you the pet for Blood Elves. Blood Elves get the Enchanted Broom. It floats around, and it sweeps and kicks up dust. And you can't hear it because I don't have it turned on to record sounds from the game, but it makes a constant, like, sweeping sound. And people in your raids and dungeons will get really annoyed at you if you keep this one out. However, it's technically one of the biggest mini pets, as you can see, and it is, I'd say it's worth getting just because of the novelty factor of it. But this is the Blood Elf one. The Duratar Scorpion is up next, and he is for the Orcs, and his effect is basically, I believe if you stand here long enough, he'll actually sting you and give you a little debuff about being poisoned by his sting. Taurens get the Mulgore hatchling, which looks a lot like the ostrich-style birds that run around out in the barrens and all that, except it's pink and black, looks kind of like a flamingo. Not much to say about this one, except if you stand, idle for a short time, he will run away from you and run back. He likes to run. He'll kick up a trail of dust whenever he runs, and it looks pretty cool when it happens. Up next is the Trolls, and they get Sinjin Fetish. Now, what this is it's a floating tiki mask with a pretty ghostly aura around it, which will follow you. And there's two reasons this pet is special. One is that it's one of those rare pets where every time you summon it, it changes its looks slightly, much like the Wolf Pup, I believe it's called. However, what makes this pet unique, and it's the only pet I've seen like this so far, is that when you summon it, you're giving a really short, about 5-second, war drum loop. Like, it'll start playing some troll sounding style war drums, and you can hear them. I think only you can hear them. No one else in your party can hear them. And it'll loop that for about 5 seconds, and then it's done, and it plays that. And real quick, I want to see if I can show you guys one of its alternate looks whenever we resummon it. So you can see now what it looks like, and if we dismiss and resummon, it's the same one still. Oh, here's a different one right here. There's 3 total. Let's see if I get lucky and get the third one. One last try. Yep, alright, there you go. So it changes 3 different times, same pet. Lastly, to represent the Horde side, we have the Undead, and they get their Tirisfal, what's this? Tirisfal Battling, and yeah, basically it is what it is. It's a very small Battling. Pretty cool. It doesn't really do anything special. It does follow you, however, but that's it for the Horde side. To represent Alliance, we'll start with the Draenei, and they have the Amen Veil Lashling. It looks like one of those tentacled plants you've probably seen out in their starting zone, or maybe even Fairless, I don't know. And its special is that, much like the Halloween pumpkin, it will dive down the ground and leave. Oh, yep, there you go. As you can see, it leaves just its head, if you want to call it that, sticking up out of the ground. And when you run too far away, it'll jettison out of the ground and quickly come catch up with you. Oh, there we go. Yep. Up next are the dwarves, and with these guys, you get the Dunmoreau cub. He is a black bear cub, and his idle animation is pretty cool. He's actually one of my favorite mini pets out of the Argent Crusade pets. And his animation is that he sits down when you're idle, and it actually looks pretty cool. See, look at that. He's like, man, I don't give a fuck. He just sits down. The Mechano-Peep is the pet of the gnomes, and basically it is just a tiny version of the gnome's ground mount. Once again, it is what it is. Runs around, follows you, smokes, makes some sound effects. For the Night Elves, we have the Teldrassil Sproutling. He looks much like the, which pet is that I covered? Withers. He looks much like Withers, except his effect isn't much the same. However, if I'm not mistaken, he will... Well, I guess I'm wrong. I thought he danced with you. Apparently not. But there he is. He's pretty cool. If I'm not mistaken, though, they reduced his size a little bit. I could be wrong with that, but I remember him being a bit larger. But there's the Night Elf pet. And to wrap up with the Argent Crusade tournament mini pets, we will do the human, race of human, and they get the Elwyn Lamb, which looks pretty simple and boring at first. However, it actually has quite possibly the most interesting of all idle animations. Basically, if you sit still for long enough, a big wolf will spawn up, run up, and kill your Elwyn Lamb. I haven't seen anything quite so brutal before with any mini pet. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got a little clarification on which races have which pets. And I wish you the best of luck in getting them all, because I'll tell you right now, it was not cheap or easy getting every one of them, but it can still be done, and so it's worth doing because there really aren't that many people who have the entire set of the Argent Crusade mini pets. And as always, if you have any pets that are troubling you, or if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message on my YouTube page or simply comment on one of my videos. And until next time, good luck on collecting all your pets.